There is a project that you can work on that has the most leverage than any other. That by doing a few changes and optimization can leave your hotel with twice more direct bookings, increasing revenue and reducing the amount you have to pay to ODAs. Bottom line is you get more profit. And that project is working on your direct channel. So, welcome to the first video around conversion rate optimizations for hotels. My name is Rodrigo. I've been working for more than 4 years in the tech space, in the product space, building in different companies, but now I'm currently the CPO at Surf. At Surf, we are a software agency working for hotels, and we have helped companies like Sandals, Beaches Resorts, Boutique Homes, Prior World, and other companies in the hospitality and tech space. So, what we're going to be seeing in this course is getting you the tools and information so that you can go and change your direct channel and optimize it to the best of your abilities. It's going to be divided in five modules. This first one is going to be about a little introduction about what is conversion, what you should measure, what the impact is of it. Then you have to understand your audience in order to make the best website and booking engine you can, enhancing UX in your website, which is going to be all about how you make it seamless, how do you make it frictionless so that people can book without having to ask questions. Then we're going to see what actually makes websites win. So there are a few websites that we're going to check and do some case studies on. Then we're going to go to actually the last one, which is designing experiments. And the last one is going to be just your time to shine, your time to go and do this stuff. And obviously show it to me and we can see it together. But that's the goal with the last one. So, what's my goal with this course? Is basically giving hoteliers the information and the tools necessary so they can grow their direct channel and not being tied to OTAs all the time, not have other tools rather than OTAs. And at the end of this course, you should have your mind with full of ideas on how to improve your booking journey, how to get more customers through your website, and you should just be blossoming with things to do. And if you're stuck and you don't know where to start, we can give you the first step, which is basically making an audit, reviewing your website so you can get started and you can get actual things that you need to change sent to you. So, we're going to see what is conversion rate, why does it matter, and what you should measure it. And this is a topic that I'm really passionate about because it's just such low hanging fruit. And I think that every hotel can take advantage of it. Um, I will acknowledge though that this is going to be especially impactful if you have good traffic to your website. Because if you optimize 10 people to convert more, it's not going to change a lot. But if you have 100,000, 200,000, a million people going to your website every single day or every single month, that's going to really change and impact your bottom line. And some people make it sound super difficult, but it's actually simple and predictable. There's a process to it, there's a method to the madness. But now we're going to look at what actually is conversion rate optimization. And for that, we're going to try to understand what is conversion rate. Conversion rate is a very simple metric. Is the amount of total website bookings divided by the total amount of website visitors times 100. What does that mean in simple terms? It's the percentage of people that book in your website from the total that visit it. And conversion rate optimization, as you can probably tell by the title, is optimizing this. It's optimizing this rate and it's getting more people to book from the same amount of people to visit. And yeah, the goal is basically getting this ratio up and getting it higher so more people book. A little bit of why this matter. Maybe this is already like self acknowledged, but I think CRO is one of the highest leverage activity your hotel can take in order to increase profit. Again, especially if you have a big amount of traffic going to your website and if you already have a marketing team sending people into your website. This is going to be make it everything more efficient and give you much more revenue. The impact you have, it can really increase your direct bookings by 2 times, 5 times, in many cases, without expending more money on advertisements. And one of our clients actually doubled their direct channel bookings in just 2 months without having to go out and spend more on marketing, without having to go out and put themselves on another OTA. It was just changing things in the website, throwing experiments and seeing what worked. And obviously, you skip the commissions of all the revenue, the new revenue you get. So the commissions are getting crazy, 10 to 30%. So developing your direct channel is a great investment and it's going to be an asset you'll have forever. The thing with this is the results will compound because you will have twice more direct booking this month, next month, and except something changes real bad, it will happen forever. And the idea is to keep on improving, keep on improving. So everything compounds here. And to illustrate all of this, I'm going to give you a little example. So let's say you're the revenue manager at Hotel A, you have 100,000 website visitors per month. Your average daily rate is $295 a night, and the average length of stay is 4 days with a conversion rate of 0.21%. This will give you a revenue of roughly $247,800. But now let's look at Hotel B. Same amount of visitors, same amount of daily rate, same length of stay, but we double the conversion rate. And this brings the revenue, obviously, it doubles it. And this is not even looking at the profit, which will also be better because of the lack of commissions, right? So that's the power of CRO and growing your direct channel. But you need commitment and time to be able to achieve these kinds of results. This is a thing where you need to do small improvements every day. You need to have the curiosity to understand your guests and the determination to help them find you and book one of your rooms. And CRO is more akin to science than mostly anything in the digital space, since you're gonna be creating a hypothesis, designing experiments around those, and then implementing them and analyzing results. So we're gonna see all of that throughout the course, but I just want to give you a brief overview of everything. As a scientific method is so prevalent in this, you should be measuring all the time different metrics. This is getting rid of all the gut feeling. So if you like to manage by gut feeling, you're not going to like this. But KPIs and analytics are very important. And this is what you should be measuring. So conversion rate, we saw that. Obviously, this is our North Star because this is what's going to tell us if we're doing our job well or not. And then you have ancillary KPIs like bounce rate, which basically means the percentage of people that get into your website and just see one page. They go to your home and then they close it. Then you have average session duration, which is self-explanatory. How much time do people spend in your website? The more time, the more engagement will be, the more interesting you will be generating on them. Then you have the click-through rate, which is the amount of people that actually click, for example, the book now button you got on your homepage or the view rooms. So they're showing some kind of interest. And then the exit rate, which is the percent of visitors who leave a specific page. So let's say you lose 50% of your visitors on your room page. Okay, maybe there's something to improve there. So with that said, here are a few tools. We're going to go deeper into tools later, but Probably you have some of this, maybe you have none of this. So you start to think about what you need. First of all, Google Analytics, really easy to deploy, really easy to implement, and it's going to track website traffic, user behavior. If you go deeper, you can try conversion rates and a lot more stuff like demographics, etc. Then you have Hotjar, which for me is really important. It's more of a qualitative kind of analysis, but you're going to be seeing how your users spend the time in your website. You're going to see recordings of them using the website. You're going to see their frustrations. You might see even some bugs, the speed of what your website loads. So it's really the place for knowledge about their experience. Then you have Optimizely or any A/B testing tool, which basically lets you run A/B tests, which means 50% of the traffic goes to the original version, 50% of the traffic goes to a new version that you change something, and then you can compare results. Content Square, which is gonna give you, it's like an X-ray of your website. It's gonna tell you, for example, how much revenue the book now button generates, how much people see it, the different heat maps. It's very useful, especially in scenarios where you have a lot of traffic on your website. But yeah, as I said, we'll go into much more depth around these tools in the future, but I want you to have them present because they're going to play a crucial role in your strategy. So that was it for the first session. Very simple, very straightforward. You probably knew a lot of this. On the next one, we actually be delving deep into something I think is very important. Like understanding your audience is going to be key for all this whole process. So I look forward to it. If you come and saw this video, thank you so much. I would appreciate if you can comment, send me a message, what you thought of it. But I'm really grateful if you got this far, and I hope you continue on the course. But without further ado, see you on the next video, and you can visit us at surf.tech. You can send me a DM if you want a free audit and whatever questions you have. Just connect with me. I love talking to you. I'm going to be traveling to different conferences. So let's connect, let's talk, and see you on the next one.